Hello everybody, this is Jill with Greenwood Girl Cards. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, I'm doing a video the second day in a row. I'm so happy to be back creating with you guys. And today I'm coming on because it is release day for My Creative Time's 155th edition release. The release came out at 8 a.m. this morning. And the sale runs today all the way to tomorrow, which is Friday, September 19th at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So you can get 15% off any of these new products as well as the existing products in the store through Friday night at midnight Pacific Standard Time using one of our discount codes. Mine is Jill. I'm just kind of guest designing sort of this month. I'm not back on the full rotation yet, but I wanted to just come on and share my projects with you guys just for a little bit of inspiration. And feel free to use any of the design team codes. I know that Emma has a list of everybody's name in the drop-down menu over at her My Creative Time YouTube channel. And you can also, of course, go to School, SKOOL, and you can join the My Creative Time group there for $2 a month, I believe is what the price is. Don't quote me on that. But you can certainly see all of the inspiration over on the School app. Again, it's SKOOL, and you can link and join there, as well as on Emma's YouTube channel. And of course, many of the design team members also have YouTube channels, Instagram feeds, and are on School. So lots of inspiration, lots of places you can go and look to see all of the inspiration. But let's dive into this release. I have only been playing with it since yesterday, so I don't have a ton to show you, but I did get a few pieces of things made using this new collection. So really quick, I'm just going to do a quick overview because I'm sure you've seen the collection from everybody else's videos and posts. This is the paper pad for this month. It's called Festive Holidays 2025. For those of you that don't know, it's a 6 by 8.5 paper pack, 24 sheets total, 4 of each of 6 designs. And this is great for the holidays and winter. I love that there's 4 different red papers in here. There's 2 greens. There's some earth tones that have both snowflakes and stars on them. And then you've got these beautiful pink with snowflakes and gingham, and the blues, which also have snowflakes. And I just love that she has all the holiday kind of colors taken care of as well as wintertime in this one paper pad. So wonderful papers. I really enjoyed it. You're going to see in my projects that I used this paper. I'm trying to think, what else did I use? I used some of the ephemera that I'm going to show you, and then I also used some scraps from my scrap bin. But I had so much fun playing, and I can't wait to use this paper pad more. So that is the first new item, that beautiful paper pack. And then the other thing that Emma is doing now is ephemera, and she's releasing 2 ephemera packs. There's the Festive Gingers 1 ephemera pack, and then the Festive Gingers 2. And there's different sizes. So one of the packs is a larger size, about 2 inches or so, and the other one is more like 1 3/4 or 1.5 inches. So I'm going to just show you side by side the gingers so you can kind of see the difference in sizing. I hope you can see it on here. But just wonderful, wonderful ephemera. And I know that many of the designers have taken it out and done a flip through and shown you all the different pieces. So I'm not going to do that, just to keep my video a little bit shorter. Now, the new releases, there's a total of 5 die sets, because I've got 2 of the dies in one pack here, but these are sold separately depending on which one you want if you don't want both. But let's go ahead and dive into the dies. The first one is called the Christmas Tag Dies. And oh my goodness, this is such a fun die set, you guys. I just love it. It has a mitten, a tree set, and a stocking set. There's a backer piece as well as a stitched piece for each of the tag dies. You have 2 little tags that layer up, as well as the number 25 for the 25th of December. You have a joy banner along with the 3 letters JOY to pop them up on the banner. So it's a wonderful die set. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun with this, and I had so many ideas percolating. And I got 2 of them. You know, I made some of each, but I also had 1 extra idea that I was able to make a project for. So I can't wait to show you what I made. Then we have the ginger doily dies. This is a new set of doily dies. Now we have the an existing set that I'm sure many of you have, the doily detail dies, and they're so pretty. They're called the eyelet doily dies, I believe is the correct name of them. But these gingerbread doily dies have the backer pieces to each of the dies, and that allows you to put a solid color, a solid maybe cardstock or something behind the detail piece. So this is what the detail piece looks like. And then if you were to put a solid piece of cardstock behind it, it would show, you know, it would look different because you would be able to see the paper behind the gingers. So I didn't cut out a solid piece for this today, but I just wanted to show you how pretty those gingers are. They're just so cute. And when you pop these out, you can also save them and then use them as shaker bits if you want. So 3 different sizes, small, medium, and large, and then each one of these has the little gingers in it. And these backer pieces, of course, will coordinate with the other eyelet doily die set. So that's really nice. Lots of versatility. And then this is such a fun card die. This is called the Fancy Fold card die. And this centerpiece has a backer, if you'll see. It has 2 dies. And this is great for card fronts. It's great for card backs. It's a wonderful layering piece. I also think it'd be a great tag die for Christmas time, where you can use the back piece in white and or a colored cardstock, and then the front piece could be your pattern paper, and you could put a little stocking or whatever you're going to put on here. Or you could also cut slits and use it to hold a candy cane. So just a great backer piece. I love that. But this is such a fun card die set. I just love it. Emma did such a great job on that. And then last but not least, we have these 2 dies. These are sold separately. The first is an eyelet belly band, and this coordinates with the eyelet doily dies. And then, of course, we had to do a gingerbread belly band to coordinate with the gingerbread dies. So these 2 dies will also be available, and this belly band is made to fit around this card. Once you create the card and you fold the sides in, the belly band slides down over the card to hold it closed. So such a great die set. Wonderful, wonderful products this month. So those are all the new products. I'm going to go ahead and show you what I created. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you the rest of the products that I used, or maybe I'll kind of do it as I'm going through what I created. So let me lay these out, and I'm going to stand up really quick and make sure I'm in frame. I think I am. Maybe not as good as I could be. Boy, you forget all the little tips and tricks when you've been away from filming for a while. Anyway, I made quite a few tags using the new Christmas tag die set. And I just had so much fun, you guys, doing this. So I'm just going to kind of set these out. And I'm going to start. I'll start with this beautiful card because it's just so much fun. These come together so fast. All the pieces are included, so you just have to pick your paper, die cut everything out, and then you're just gluing pieces together. I love how this gingerbread doily looks. You can see how the backer piece fits so perfectly around the gingerbread doily die, and the same with the eyelet doily die. These backers will fit perfectly. I love that it makes it look more finished because you have the backer piece. You have these beautiful ephemera pieces. This is one of the little stockings with 2 gingers, 2 candy canes, and a Christmas tree in. And I did add some bling just to the holly in the front of this card. So just some little blings to brighten that up. But you just take the belly band off. It slides right up. And then the card opens to the center. And here you can see the 2 layers that come in the center of the card. And this one says, "Wishing you a Merry Little Christmas." And that's from the Christmas stamp set, I think from the Christmas in July release, or maybe it was a different release. I'm not sure. I've been away for a while. But I used this "Wishing You a Merry Little Christmas," and I added a piece of the holly ephemera. So just a really simple card. And then on the back of this, I used just the outline die to make a backer, if you will. And then I added one of the little buttons that came out. This is the little prim button dies, and I layered up 2 of the hearts and just ran some twine through it for the back of my card. So such a sweet, sweet card. And I love that these little belly bands act as the closers for the card themselves. And I just kind of think that is just so fun to play with. And the presentation on this is wonderful. So there's that. And then I had to play with the stocking dies and all three of these Christmas tag dies. So, and you know I love things that look kind of homespun and prim. So this is what I came up with. I cut the stitched piece out twice, once in white cardstock and once in this really neat chevron-y red cardstock. And I backed it with a piece of kind of a darker red Christmas cardstock. And this was from the paper pad, of course. And then I took the gingerbread belly band die and I just cut off some of the edging, and I used that to create a little lace on each of the tags. And I love how that turned out. And then I used some of the ephemera, the candy cane, as well as these little hollies just to finish these off. I backed them with a stitched white tag, if you will. One of them has the stitched white and the other one I did the full size so you could see what it looks like. This one shows the color in the back. Otherwise, you can have a plain white if that's your preference. And this says, wishing you a Merry Christmas. So I love how these turned out. And then to finish them off, I took one of the buttons from one of the box dies that came out, and I added a little Christmas tree button just to the tie here. And this twine that I used is a burgundy twine from Lawn Fawn. Okay, so these just turned out so cute. I love those. And then for these little mittens, I did the same thing. I used a piece of the belly band die to make lace on the cuff. And I cut the stitched mitten die twice, once out of white cardstock and once out of this beautiful red paper from the paper pad. And then I added the little lace from the belly band die. And I cut off the cuff, of course, to fit at the top, and then layered the lace on. I used the little tag. I put the 25 on just one tag instead of two. You can do it either way, and I liked it. I like things small and tiny, so I really liked the 25 to just be on one little tag. I added a bell and this little tie. The tag is at the end of the tie with the jingle bell. And I love how this looks and how sweet this little ephemera is of the little gingerbread. And he's holding the little joy banner. And I did use some tea dye distress ink on these. So I did two of these. One is a little boy ginger, and then this one is a little girl ginger. And she has a heart in her center. And she's also holding the same joy banner die. So I love how these turned out, and I just love that little 25 tag. I think that is so precious. Aren't they sweet? Just adorable. And then last but not least, I had to play with the little trees, and I thought it would be cute to give the trees a little tree skirt. And the way I did the tree skirt is I used a piece of one of the box dies. And let me grab that. It's the Treat Box and Button dies set. It's MCT D575. So I used, oh my gosh, and the die isn't in here. I used the pieces that fit right here, which, they must be on my craft desk still because I don't see them in here. But those are the dies. The dies that fit in here are the dies that I used on these tags right here. So that's what the pieces look like. There's a layered piece, and I glued the backer to the front two pieces to make the little, this little tree skirt. And then I added two of the ephemeras from the previous ephemera pack. And that ephemera pack is called Christmas Gingers Ephemera MCT EPH04. And so I picked out two of them to use. And this one I added two little gems to the buttons on her front. And then she's saying I love you and has a little heart on here. So two little girl ginger tags. And the tag pieces that I used to create my tags, let me show you a couple things. So the stamp set that I've been using is the Cozy Holiday Wishes, which is MCT 440. And that's the one that I used for all of the sentiments on each of these tag sets. I used the Pretty Scallop Tall Tag dies to make the backers for this. And I also used the stitched ones, which are right here. So that's how I made my tags. And the stitched piece is on the back. Let me pick this up if I can. Here we go. So on the back is the stitched piece with gingerbread hugs and candy cane kisses. All right. And then on the back of my card, I showed you that little button, the layered heart button that I did. And that comes from the Prim button dies. And that's what this die set looks like. So I love these little buttons. I love how cute these are. They're just adorable. And I also use the smallest bow die in this set, and I'll show you how I use that in just a moment. But these are the tags that I made with the Christmas tag set. So you have your trees, you have these cute little stockings. Let's put the trees in the middle here. The trees, and then you have the mittens, okay? And you have the sweet little card that I did. And then I have one more project to show you. Let me see if I can find it here. And I'll also, just really quick, the paper on this card is from this Beneath the Fireworks 2025 paper pad. I love the red papers in here for Christmas, as well as these earth tones. So just these papers are so versatile. You can use them for other projects other than the 4th of July. And I don't think, I'm trying to remember, did I use a piece of this paper pad? I'm not sure if I did. Rustic Christmas 2025 is another paper pad that I just love. I love all the ginger papers in there. I just was looking at this last night, and I think I was going to use it, and then I ended up not finishing that project. So I don't have anything to show you using those papers, but I do have one more project that I wanted to show before I go. I wanted to show you how you could use the stocking die to make a set of baby booties. And we just did a baby shower. I helped my niece a little bit with some stuff she needed for a baby shower. And I just thought this was such a cute way to make a tag for a baby gift. And so I just took white cardstock and some gingham cardstock that was in my scrap bin. I cut 2 of those adorable little bows. I love these bow dies, Emma. They are just precious and so much fun and so easy to cut out. So those are called the thin bow dies. So the thin bow dies is what I used. And then I also used, I was gifted this pink gingham ribbon, as well as these little decorative heart stickers. I don't know if Susan Laverty, one of my friends gave these to me. I'm not sure who it was. It could have been Sue Crozier or Patty or Susan or so many people that bless me so often. But anyway, whoever gave those to me, I put 2 of the little hearts in the center of the little stockings. So those are all my projects for this 155th edition release. I am not sure. I was hoping I was going to be back a little bit more regularly, you guys, but something happened yesterday, and I'm just not sure what's going to happen again. So we'll see. But I am hoping that I get to at least create and make a couple videos a month at the very least, just to keep my hand in, because when I'm away for too long, I literally, you guys, you forget how to do things. You forget how to film the videos, how to make, how to do iMovie. It's all stuff that if you're not using it regularly, it's changed so much when you come back that it's like having to learn it from scratch again. So thank you guys for watching today and taking a look at all of my little projects for this particular 155th edition release, My Creative Time. Again, the sale ends tomorrow, Friday night at midnight Pacific Standard Time. You can get 15% off until midnight tomorrow night by using one of our discount codes. Mine is Jill, but I'm not sure if mine is in there right now. You might need to use one of the other design team members' codes if mine isn't available. But lots of design, all the design team names are on Emma's drop-down menu for her release video here on YouTube, and probably over in the school site also. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my projects. I had so much fun working with these adorable new items and the wonderful collections that Emma comes out. She always makes so many fun, crafty things for us to play with, and I'm so appreciative of that. So thank you, Emma. Thank you, everybody, for taking a look at my video today. Blessings and hugs. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. All right? Take care. Bye now.